the soft love story between Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei that fans can't stop talking about. The lights dimmed across the massive studio, and hundreds of people held their breath. Cameras had stopped rolling. The director had already yelled cut. Most actors would have rushed back to their seats or checked their phones. But on that particular evening, something happened that nobody expected. Zhao Lusi looked exhausted after filming an emotional scene. Before anyone could react, Wu Lei quietly walked over, handed her a bottle of water, and waited patiently until she smiled. It lasted only a few seconds. Yet somehow, those few seconds became one of the most discussed moments among fans. Because that has always been the magic of Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei. Their story is not filled with grand declarations or dramatic public confessions. Instead, it is made up of small moments, gentle glances, comfortable smiles, tiny gestures that seem ordinary until fans replay them 100 times and realize there is something incredibly beautiful about the way these two stars interact. The fascination with Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei began during the filming of their hit drama, Love Like the Galaxy. The series itself was an emotional masterpiece filled with longing, heartbreak, sacrifice, and devotion. Their characters shared a love story that felt so real that viewers found themselves completely immersed in every scene. But what happened behind the cameras may have been just as captivating. From the beginning, the chemistry between the two actors was impossible to ignore. During interviews, they seemed remarkably comfortable around each other. Their conversations flowed naturally. They teased one another effortlessly. There was none of the awkwardness that sometimes exists between co-stars who are still getting to know each other. Instead, there was warmth. Fans immediately noticed. In one behind-the-scenes clip, Zhao Lusi burst into laughter after forgetting her lines. Rather than laughing at her mistake, Wu Lei patiently waited and smiled as if he had all the time in the world. The moment seemed simple, but viewers loved the expression on his face. It was calm, understanding, and filled with genuine amusement. Then there were the little protective gestures. Whenever Zhao Lusi's costumes became difficult to manage or when she looked uncomfortable during long filming sessions, fans often noticed Wu Lei checking on her. Sometimes it was a quiet question. Sometimes it was helping create space for her in crowded areas. He never made these moments look dramatic. Perhaps that is precisely why fans could not stop talking about them. There is something incredibly powerful about kindness that does not seek attention. As filming continued, more clips emerged. There were moments of the two sharing jokes between takes. Moments where they exchanged knowing glances after completing difficult scenes. Moments where they laughed so hard that crew members could be heard joining in. Their interactions felt easy. Nothing appeared forced. And audiences could feel it. Love Like the Galaxy eventually became one of the most talked about dramas of its generation. Viewers praised the storytelling, the production quality, and especially the chemistry between the leads. Many fans admitted that they initially watched the drama for the plot but stayed because of Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei. Their scenes carried a rare emotional intensity. When their characters looked at each other, there seemed to be an entire conversation happening without words. A single glance could communicate longing, concern, affection, or heartbreak. It was acting at its finest. But fans being fans naturally began looking beyond the script. Soon, social media was flooded with compilations of their sweetest interactions. Videos highlighting their smiles gained millions of views. Photo edits spread across platforms. Comment sections became filled with people discussing every little detail. Did Wu Lei smile differently around Zhao Lusi? Why did Zhao Lusi seem so relaxed whenever he was nearby? Why did they appear to understand each other's humor so effortlessly? Questions like these turned into endless discussions. The more people watched them together, the more fascinated they became. Part of the appeal comes from their personalities. Zhao Lusi possesses an energetic charm that instantly brightens a room. She is playful, expressive, and capable of making people laugh with her spontaneous reactions. Wu Lei, on the other hand, often appears calm and composed. He has a steady presence that feels reassuring. Together, they create a balance that audiences find irresistible. One shines brightly like sunshine. The other feels like a peaceful evening breeze. Perhaps that combination is why their interactions feel so natural. Another memorable moment happened during promotional activities for their drama. A reporter asked them about difficult scenes they had filmed together. Before Zhao Lusi could answer completely, Wu Lei looked toward her and listened with genuine attention. It was not merely polite listening. Fans noticed the way he focused entirely on what she was saying. When she finished speaking, he responded thoughtfully, even adding details that showed he had been paying attention to her experiences during filming. The interaction lasted less than a minute. Yet fans discussed it for weeks. Because in a world where people are often distracted, genuine attention feels special. And Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei seemed to offer each other exactly that. As their popularity grew, so did the affection people felt for them as a duo. Some fans simply admired their friendship. Others appreciated their professional chemistry. Many loved the idea that two talented actors could create such warmth and comfort on screen and behind the scenes. What makes their story particularly fascinating is that it remains soft. There are no dramatic controversies, no shocking headlines, no explosive statements. Instead, there are smiles, laughter, supportive gestures, quiet moments that seem almost ordinary. And perhaps that softness is precisely what people need. The entertainment world often feels loud and chaotic. Stories become filled with conflict and sensationalism. Then Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei appear together in a simple behind-the-scenes clip, laughing about something insignificant. Suddenly millions of viewers smile. Because there is beauty in gentle connections. There is beauty in kindness. There is beauty in comfort. Fans often describe their dynamic as healing. Watching them interact somehow feels peaceful. It feels like witnessing two people who genuinely enjoy each other's company without needing to prove anything. Their friendship reminds audiences that meaningful relationships do not always require dramatic moments. Sometimes they exist in small gestures. The offered bottle of water, the patient waiting, the shared joke, the reassuring glance. These are the moments people remember. Even now, long after Love Like the Galaxy finished airing, discussions about Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei continue. New viewers discover the drama every day and immediately become captivated by their chemistry. Old fans return to watch their scenes again. Some revisit interviews and behind-the-scenes footage simply to relive those comforting interactions. The fascination has never truly faded. Perhaps it never will. Because certain on-screen pairings create something that extends beyond entertainment. They create memories. They create emotions. They create stories that remain in people's hearts. For many fans, Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei represent a kind of connection that feels rare. Their interactions remind people of friendships built on respect. They remind people that gentleness can be powerful. They remind people that chemistry does not always need dramatic declarations. Sometimes all it takes is one smile, one look, one quiet gesture. As audiences continue celebrating their memorable moments, one thing remains certain. The soft love story between Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei is not merely about romance or speculation. It is about the feeling they create whenever they share the same space. A feeling of warmth, a feeling of comfort. A feeling that something sincere exists, even if only for a brief moment. And perhaps that is why fans simply cannot stop talking about them. Because in an industry filled with dazzling performances and endless headlines, Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei gave people something unexpectedly precious. A story made not from grand events but from countless tiny moments that together became unforgettable. A soft story. A beautiful story. A story that continues to make millions of people smile every time their names are mentioned together. What makes their story even more remarkable is the fact that neither Zhao Lusi nor Wu Lei has ever tried to turn their closeness into a spectacle. In an age where every interaction can become a trending topic within minutes, they have continued to carry themselves with the same sincerity that first captured fans' attention. There is one behind-the-scenes moment that many fans still consider unforgettable. After a long day of filming, the cast and crew looked visibly exhausted. The set was quiet, and everyone seemed eager to go home. Yet Zhao Lusi suddenly said something that made her laugh uncontrollably. Instead of walking away, Wu Lei stayed beside her, smiling as she continued laughing. He did not appear impatient. He simply stood there, watching the moment unfold. To many people, it was insignificant. To fans, it was everything. Because there is something incredibly heartwarming about people who allow each other to be completely themselves. That sense of comfort became one of the defining features of their relationship in the eyes of viewers. Whenever Zhao Lusi was playful and energetic, Wu Lei seemed to understand her humor effortlessly. Whenever filming demanded emotionally difficult scenes, they appeared to support each other with remarkable professionalism and trust. Their ability to create emotional depth together also elevated every scene they shared. Moments of happiness felt genuine. Moments of sorrow became almost painful to watch because their performances carried such authenticity. Many fans have confessed that certain scenes from Love Like the Galaxy still linger in their minds. They remember the way the characters looked at each other during moments of separation. They remember the gentle smiles and quiet conversations. Most importantly, they remember the emotions that Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei managed to convey without saying much at all. Perhaps this is why their story continues to resonate. People are drawn to connections that feel real. They appreciate relationships that seem built on kindness, understanding, and mutual respect. In many ways, Zhao Lusi and Wu Lei represent something refreshingly simple in modern entertainment. They remind people that some of the most beautiful stories are not the loudest ones. They are the soft stories. The stories told through patient listening, genuine smiles, and silent acts of care. And every time fans revisit their interviews, rewatch their scenes, or stumble upon another behind-the-scenes clip, they experience that same warmth all over again. It is a feeling that refuses to disappear, and perhaps that enduring sense of comfort is the true reason their story continues to captivate millions around the world.